Good morning. Today is 2nd of April, and what we are doing now is doing a review of yesterday. Yesterday was 1st of April. We traded both the European session and the US session live. I want to show you what we took, why we took, and were there some things that we did missed, what should we pay attention to, and how we should look to our trading going forward. In today's session, uh, going to the DEX 5-minute chart, we in total took 3 trades. The first trade came around half an hour after the open. What we were basically trying to do was, after seeing a strong pre-open, wanted to find a place where we can kind of ride what was happening in the pre-market. The pre-market is this area. This was kind of very bullish, so we, as soon as we went below the opening bar, this bar, sorry, this was not the opening bar, this is 12 o'clock, 336, sorry, yes, this is the opening bar. This was the opening bar, and as soon as we went below it, we wanted to be long. It quickly came back. We bought long somewhere around there, and we exited around the close, sorry, around the open of this candle. Now, if we wanted to ride the trend, we could have waited, and the reason we did not waited here was because we even mentioned it in the live stream as well, that uh, the first 15 minutes, which is this range, had all of these candles inside it. I said we'd come back later in case I see any setup, and I also mentioned that I want to see the market trade outside of this range, only then I might be interested. Once it went out, you can clearly see here as well, this candle went below after a strong push, and we see buyers stepping in. Even after here, when we went below, we saw buyers stepping in and the market pushing higher. So yes, buying below a prior bar low in trend works, and it works bloody well. I kind of took this trade and waited for a retracement around the same area, which happened around here, and when we pushed back from here and came back again, I wanted to be long. I bought it below this bar and around the low of this bar with a 40-point stop loss. It didn't work in my favor. The bloody market went all the way down, and then I waited for another opportunity for the market to go below this push bar or around this area, which is the support area. It kind of pushed, and when it came back again down around this area, I bought it, and I exited around these highs. Now I could have holded this trade, but we made little here and we lost some amount here, and then we made back whatever we have lost with some positive. So we had two winning trades and one losing trade, kind of made a small amount. Now let's look at a 15-minute chart of DEX to see if there's something that we might that is important and that is catching our eyes. And theme is buying below prior bar lows, one. And second, when you're trying to buy support, we want to see a new low formed and the market quickly reversing after 2-3 ticks. So if it would go 2 or 3 ticks below and then it would come back, as the people say, it is going there to get people's stop, which are just below the candles. This was the push that started. This was the opening range, and after this push, when we came back down here, we went 2 ticks below and we pushed higher. I did not buy it, sorry, I bought it somewhere around here, not here, but I exited early around here at the high of this 15-minute. I exited somewhere around here. I could have held it, and then later during the US session we came all the way back again, and after this strong close we went a tick or two below and then we came all the way to the new highs. Now you would see a lot of people saying strong close, weak close, strong candle, big bar candle in Indian eco space. You would see a lot of YouTubers saying it. That's a big bar. Do you really want to buy or sell after a big bar? Well, you look at it. There's context that works basically. There's support. Maybe you do not want to. You want to see reaction, or you absolutely do not want to buy at the sell at the close. So not only what the traditional thinking goes, which says I have a 15-minute close, I might want to sell. Well, be careful, gentlemen, be careful. I mean, of course it works, as in you can say it's a 15-minute very strong close, I want to buy. It worked bloody well. That's a strong close, but it didn't work. That's a sell, and then we have a strong close, and then well, it worked, but if you look at points, it went 50 points against you before it worked. So I would like to take your attention that maybe we do not always want to buy or sell strong close. You have to be mindful. There's some more areas where the market interest, we went below and then 2 ticks below to go higher, and then same happened before we went higher. So even on the 15-minute chart, if you're seeing new lows forming and the market was previously in an uptrend, and when the new, not the day low but the temporary low is getting formed, you might want to buy, as in you might want to buy retracements below previous bars low. Looking at the Dow, it was a magnificent day, magnificent. We tried buying the Dow, looking at this support here. We had a push around this area, we had a support here. I tried buying it here. It came a little bit down and then it went back up. Even in the live stream I said I wanted to go long around 41,700. We were late in the execution, it went 100 points, then it came back again to give us an opportunity. That is when we entered, I won added around 41,780, I would say. 41,780, 760, 770 around this place. I added both the positions at a stop around this area. Didn't kind of work. We got stopped out and then it worked. And we came all the way down to the previous support area, which I even highlighted around this area. We came down this area. This was a good support. There's more candles that are not highlighted here. It was a good support, and I wanted to buy here. I bought it around 41,600 with a stop at 41,500. Bloody came all the way down, and we got saved by 10 points. At a 100-point stop, we got saved at 10 points, and then it reversed, and then there's no candle that went below previous bar low so that I could add, and it went 400 points, and I closed my position somewhere around 41,940 or something, 40ish, 50ish kind of trade. It was a very good trade. We made really good points, 400 points. Then we had some more places where we could have bought. We'll show you in the 15-minute chart. If you look at the 15-minute chart, when this candle went below, after the support area we pushed higher. This was the first retracement, this candle, and we went below previous bar low. This was the first retracement. If you are in a strong trend, you might want to buy the first retracement, and if you are in a strong selling market, you want to sell the first retracement matter. This was the first retracement. This was the buy area. Sorry, I did not bought it. I had my Fibonacci gears on. I put a fib from here to the high that we made initially here and later on here, and what I was doing is I was waiting for a 38% retracement. I wanted to buy at 38% retracement. Luckily that came around this area. Just below this candle was the 38% retracement, and it's a perfect bloody area. Look at it. It would be buying below a previous bar low one, and secondly it would be a 38% retracement. So I bought around this area. It went 100 points. There's more places that could be of matter, that could be of interest. Now this was the buying below previous areas, buying below prior bar lows, maybe sell above previous bar high. Market walk this way, and then this is what Larry Pesavento say. You have an X here, you have an, if you have an A here and B here, and this is X, which is like a tree retracement, it generally tends to be a buyer on the X. You need to study Larry Pesavento for this. I did not bought it, sorry, and it went up. I did not bought. In the Nasdaq also we tried what we were doing in the Dow. We were wanting to be buyers. I bought around this area. We got stopped out by 20 points. Would you believe 20 points? It just took our stop only to trend higher. We were doing it live at that time, and when it pushed higher I bought after it went above this candle high, and then it worked. are closed around the highs of these candles and made back what we've lost, like good amount of money that we lost even here, and so much in the Dow initial trades I made back, and then the Dow trade was a bloody good winner. Nasdaq I could have held it, but we were coming down from a place where we had losing trades, so I wanted to secure some amount, which is the reason that we booked. Now here we went below previous bar lows. It's kind of not clear here, and a 15-minute picture it's more clear, and then we can argue if we take this low and this high, that's a 38% retracement, which I did not bought, but I wanted to. I bought it in Dow. I should have bought it here as well, but we just didn't went below. We went below this bar, but did not went below. This candle did not went below here, and I just could not. I mean, yes, I got missed by ticks sometimes. Could have bought it here, and then it went higher. This is the interest area where we went below per bar low, and then here as well before the push we went. This is what we did yesterday. We kind of made 1% yesterday as well. We've been making good profits now. We are almost 4% up. It's been 2 days since we're doing it live, but we were doing it previously as well. Now we have 3 more trading days, which is Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, hoping for a strong close and the account at all-time high today. It's great. Let's see how it works out. I'm excited, I would say. Quickly want to follow the right money management, follow the right trade ideas. Maybe I want to increase some of my stake size, and then let's quickly clear the first phase. Alright, I will see you around the European Open now.